Hey guys, this is John at Simply Sprouts, and today we're starting what we're going to call the Battle of the Boys. We're going to figure out which tomato is best. So stay tuned. Soil video. So if you want to watch the soil video, I got a seeding video from last year, but pretty much the same ingredients, except I didn't have any potting soil. So this is just cocoa coir and vermiculite, this time with my regular ingredients. But you'll see I have 3 flats. Each of the Better Boys, they're going to assume 1, 2, 3, and the next one it'll be 2, 3, 1, and then it'll be 3, 1, 2. So, position hopefully won't matter. And again, these are the 3 things that I start with each year. So, get them under some warmth, get rolling. Alright, you'll notice as I rotated them around, like the Burpee Better Boy Hybrid is on the first one here. It's in the there's the last one here. And we'll be rotating. I haven't turned the grow light on yet because it's not really easy to see this stuff sometimes when you have it going on. But we'll be rotating the trays around too to try to be as fair as possible. I'm gonna put these put the covers on them, and they'll be under cover in the darkness for a couple days. With some heat, these covers, if you haven't seen my videos before, they're just the bottom trays I put on the top to cover them, and gives them a little bit of advantage. So we'll check on them tomorrow as the Battle of the Boys begins. Here's some other stuff we're using. We've got some 2-foot bamboo stakes from Planet, a little bit smaller, 1.5 foot from Planet. And these green stakes, I'll put the link up for them. They're made by Royal Imports. And I call these the Clippy Clips. These are made by King Lake. The measure I use is these 2.5 quart paint containers. So again, it would have been 10 quarts of the Pro Mix, 5 quarts of potting soil, and 5 quarts of the Grow It Cocoa Coir, 2 tablespoons of bone meal, 2 tablespoons of the Biotone starter, 4 tablespoons of the blood meal. And here are your plants. Now, for the most prolific ones, Brandy Boy from Burpee did better than the other 2. I had to replant some, and you can see like the Big Boy Hybrid here, some of them did just this, and they fizzled out. And it wasn't because they got overshadowed, they just fizzled out initially. So Brandy Boy wins the first round here. So far is going to Burpee Big Boy for the tallest. These 2 are by far the tallest plants I've got. In fact, they don't fit on any of my grow lights right now, so I got to get these repotted out of here. What I'm using to repot are these little plastic containers here, and then I get these little trays from a restaurant store, and they use these, busboys use these. So anyway, I've already put 2 handfuls of dirt in each one. I'm going to get the plants in there and show you what we got. Here is 4 of your Big Boy hybrids. I actually decided, as a mental note I made to myself last year, just to put some of these paint cans in the middle, because anything you put in the middle when they get this size, they get overshaded by the big ones. Also, these are Pro Can 1. I got them from Greenhouse Megastore a few years ago. I think they're 2 quarts. That, and you can see also as I've run out of the longer stakes here, these green stakes will go into these bamboo and you can make them longer. So pretty cool. As far as the color is concerned, the big boy seems to be a little bit greener. They're filling up our holes right now with water. I dug them pretty deep and already put some of my fertilizer in it. This is not a fertilizer or how to plant tomatoes. This is the competition video, so let's get these in the ground. All right, here we are, May 28th. Got them in the ground, got the drip lines down. It's not hot out today, so they're not cooperating, but we'll get them fixed right. So I've got the big boy over there next to the trellis, Brandy boy up here at the front, and the better boy here in the back. Everybody looks good. I'm going to put the straw over top, keep the weeds down, and let's get growing. Alright, so we got the Brandy boy. First one is a Maxwell cherry, then we got 2 Brandy boys, and then we got the 2 better boys and the big boys going at the end, in addition to the ones here in the raised bed at the top. July 8th. Not much has been going on. I mean, these plants have just been growing like crazy, and obviously we still got the big boy, the Brandy boy, and the better boy over here. And you know, I originally was just going to let all these plants grow. If you look over here, we've got, again, you know, quite the jungle. But as I've looked around, I've realized that there's a lot of tomatoes laying on the ground. So I'm starting to stake things up more and do some trimming at the bottom, just to try to make it fair for this competition, because I just didn't want all the bigger tomatoes just laying on the ground and basically rotting. So I've already trimmed some over here. They're looking good. Really the only other thing to report right now is that the big boy, actually this plant over here was the first one to actually have a green tomato on it, but we're still not to the point of anybody being red yet. So we'll report back in when we have some more information.